of America Stadium. Today, we have an NFC fighting store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Carolina Panthers.
Please welcome your 2026 Carolina Panthers.
Ryan Fitzgerald all set to get this one started. And off we go from Bank of America Stadium. Here's Jordan Whittington on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So the Rams offense getting out there for their opening drive of the game. It's a 17-year pro steering this ship, Brock, an active leader in basically every passing category and continuing to try and build that Hall of Fame case. Matthew Stafford.
All this guy did was lead the Rams to the playoffs for the third time in 4 years, Kate, a season ago. Getting them their first postseason win, in fact, since Super Bowl 56. This guy, he already sits top 10 in career completions, yards, and touchdowns. He's been the model of consistency.
The first carry now for Kyron Williams. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Play action now for Stafford. That's on target. Puka Nacua. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They got 21 yards on the play. And the Rams have the first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Throwing now on first down, Stafford. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Wanted to fit that one into Devontae Adams. And it's going to be 2nd down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Throwing is Stafford on 3rd. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Quarterback with his renowns, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
Rams going to punt on 4th down, and they're calling Ethan Evans to the field. And this one skips out of bounds and will be marked inside the 30. So here come the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they're brought out by someone still trying to live up to that #1 pick status from the 2023 draft. Now in his 3rd season from the University of Alabama, it's Bryce Young.
Watching Bryce Young in Alabama, he just made the game look so easy. One of those rare prospects where everything just feels like it's in slow motion and he's in total control. Well, fast forward to the NFL, and he took a beating early in his career. Everything must have felt like a blur. But there's no denying the promise he has as a quarterback. That high upside that made him the #1 pick overall.
Looking for Mitchell Evans on that one. So it'll be 2nd down.
That was simply a case of not enough time available to let that play develop. That throw was out so quick, and he wasn't able to reel it in.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10. Young working from the gun. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. First time this game they've looked to him. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
On 3rd down, it's Young. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. Well, partner, I know you love your baseball analogies. That's 3 strikes right there. And this offense 3 and out to begin this game.
And I think next drive, play number 1 should be a run. What do you think?
Yeah, I completely agree. Good call. And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25. So the LA offense getting out there for their 2nd drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. On the play fake, here's Stafford. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes it just a different level of connectedness.
He's able to drive that pile about a yard. That stop made by Derek Brown.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Shotgun snap to Stafford. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. Lathan Ransom has it. And the Panthers take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. All right, defense did its job, forced the offense into a 3rd and long, and that, in large part, partner, led to that interception.
Such a dichotomy, Kate, in so many ways. Offensively, we hear all the time what? Stay on schedule, avoid these situations. Defensive coaches, you know what they say, earn the right to rush the passer, earn the right to make them one-dimensional, and when you do, go pay it off. And they did in the biggest of ways with that huge INT.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Dowdle. And he's across midfield into Rams territory. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. From the pistol, it's Young. In trouble now, and the ball is out. Picked up by the Rams. 30. The 10. And what a way to begin the scoring block as they take it back for the touchdown. The Rams parlay the turnover into a lead. Great time to bring some extra pressure off that snap, and that made all the difference in getting that fumble and the defensive score.
I could hear it in your voice. I think you saw it coming. I saw it coming. I think even the crowd saw it coming.
Yep.
But that quarterback did not see that blitz coming, and boy, did it pay dividends.
Harrison Mevis on to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Rams will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Panthers nothing.
Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Trevor Etienne to return this. He's going well so far. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Carolina about set to go once again offensively. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. First down, Young. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That one intended for Mitchell Evans. So that brings up second down.
I know I don't have to tell you, Kate. You call basketball for a living as well, and you know shooters got to keep on shooting. Quarterbacks, you got to keep on throwing. But, boy, 0 for 4, this has been a surprisingly slow start.
On 2nd and 10, Young. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Just kind of one of those moments sitting up here in the booth where you're like, man, if they're going to find a way to get the first points, somebody has got to step up. Just to not been able to find even that first completion yet. So whether it's running the ball, playing even better defense, you've got to pick the QB up somehow, some way.
Complete to Trumbull. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Sam Martin on again now to punt it away. Back deep for the Rams. It's Xavier Smith. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Out come the Rams on offense. And things have gone from bad to worse in their 2 drives. Hopefully the 3rd time's the charm for them. They find some success. New set of downs for them from the 31. Here's Williams to start the drive. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. They go with Williams on the counter. They stuck with him and got the same results. He is stopped at the line once again to quickly bring up 3rd down.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play. Whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
3rd down, line to gain 9 yards out. And they'll throw 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, you can make a play in the open field. Keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
The Panthers get going again once more on offense. And Brock, these guys are still searching. They are still searching for their first points, but beyond that, they don't even have a first down yet.
Not even one?
No, they're still searching. I know. First call here coming from the shotgun. Young on the play action. Pass brought in by Taylor McMillan. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
That's good for the Panthers. First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
Incomplete.
Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that'll bring up second down.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, you can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. It just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
And he couldn't quite break it. Still a 5-yard gain, though. Third down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap now to Young. Got his man. This is McMillan. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Panthers first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Shotgun give now to Dowdle. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Young. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. They strike for 23 yards. And that's good for a Panthers first.
First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
That's Evans making the catch out right. And he gets this forward to the 19.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. A tight end in motion now. Young throwing here. Nothing doing there as the second down pass falls incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Ninth play of the drive coming up. They need 8 yards here on 3rd down. And air it out on 3rd. Escapes the pocket. Going for it himself. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
They kick the running back in motion. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And it's step one towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. Second and goal coming up.
You know, we do enough of these games, Kate, and I am a big fan of creativity. And the QBs today are some of the best to ever do it. But that's a situation where you got to know on first down, it's not time to be creative, especially if you feel the heat coming defensively. Just find a way to throw that sucker in the first row.
Second and goal back to all the way up to the 14 here. And this might be a free play. Let's see what they do. And this is knocked away on a good defensive effort there. That saves the catch, but I think this call should still give the offense some yards. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach.
Still second down.
So once more, following the penalty, here's another second and goal. Back to throw. Here's Young. Oh, no, he lost control of another one. And he mitigates the damage by falling on it, but still a loss on that play.
You know what? Everybody on the field is going to make mistakes. The key is to clean that up as quickly as he can. Ball carrier loses possession, but he doesn't panic and lose composure. Instead, well, he hops on the ball and he saves the day.
Well, they got the football back, Brock, but things don't look much better. It's third and long. Third and long for him here. Looking for an open man. And it's incomplete on third and goal.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
On comes Ryan Fitzgerald and the Panthers field goal team here on fourth down. He's looking 34 yards here down the middle. Fitzgerald sends this through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Blake Corum now to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Rams headed out to the field now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. LA offense all set. Here's first and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. They'll motion Smith left. Stafford now off the play fake. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
It leads to second and 10.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's second and 10. Up the gut they go with Williams. And he's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Third down, and they need to get 10. Here he goes, third and long. He finds Adams, complete. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. That play good for 17 and a first down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
First down, Rams.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Straight ahead with Williams. Kicked it outside, found himself about 4 yards as a result. It's second down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6. They fake the handoff now. Stafford hits him on the out route. And they get this down to the 28. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Offense getting set. Here's first and 10. This is Williams. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. They stay on the ground with Williams. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Tackle made on the play by the rookie from Texas A&M. That's Nick Scorton.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
Play number 9 of the drive. It's going to be 3rd and 5 to go. Tight end going in motion here. Stafford now on 3rd down. Got a man. That's Nakua. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
That's another Rams first down. 1st and goal, Los Angeles.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
1st and goal. Here's Williams. And he's in for the touchdown. The Rams get 6 more on their early advantage. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. Mevis now for the extra point.
For the extra point.
Right down the middle. It's good. And the Rams drive their lead to 11.
14. Panthers 3.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Set to return. It's Chuba Hubbard. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Panther offense headed out to the field. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. The inside give to Dowdle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Quite the start to that drive, huh, partner? First play sets him up at the 38. Here's Young on 1st and 10. Finds him on the crossing route. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Give him 24 on that play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. It's Young to throw here on 1st. On target to his back, and we go Dowdle. And on 1st down, no place to go here. They're going to take him out about a yard behind the line.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Young working from the gun. That's completed right side. They're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
10 at the 16-yard line.
On play action, here's Young. That winds up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter. That's the end of our opening quarter. The Rams out to an early advantage. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. Time for our 2nd quarter here, and the Panthers are thinking points. 2nd and 10 now. Young's going to try again. He brings it in, and he takes this one down to the 10 before hitting that sideline.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
3rd down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. Sticking to the air, it's Young. Throws caught. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Panthers 1st down. 1st down and goal to go.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Dowdle. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Panthers make it a one-score game in the 1st half. Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That tackle should have ended it.
You try bringing down one of these NFL running backs in this case.
Okay, touche, partner.
They see that goal line. They smell that goal line. It is no sure thing to try to bring down one of those horses before they find pay dirt.
This is Ryan Fitzgerald on to try the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Panthers cut the lead down to 4.
Panthers 10.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Whittington now on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Rams back out on offense as we see Kyron Williams again. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
L.A. bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. On the play fake, here's Stafford. He dodged the tackle. And this is going to take him off and across midfield there at the opposing 45. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
And the Rams, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
Stafford now on 1st down. Connects with Adams again. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook is wide open.
2nd and 3 now. Stafford back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them could throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
Stafford's going to throw once more. Short pass brought in. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
2nd and 3 now. Stafford throwing again. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Handoff goes to Williams, running right. Has room into the secondary, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams now lead by 10. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Point after by Mevis is good. And the Rams drive their lead to 11.
Panthers 10.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Hubbard with a return here. Shoves one away. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. The Panthers and running back Rico Dowdle back out now. They find themselves down 21-10 as they take over. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Dowdle straight up the middle. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
28-yard line.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. On the ground again with Dowdle. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
1st and 10 now from the 46. On the draw, it's Dowdle. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
A good draw play is like a great punt return. You just set the table and let your elite athlete do his job. Excellent job of selling the pass. The O-line got a body on a body, and these running backs at this level, they know how to make you pay defensively.
1st down, Young. Finds him over the middle. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from 1st down to 1st down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Young. Throwing the out route complete. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Panthers 1st.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
This is Dowdle on 2nd down. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. Young's going to sneak it. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
4th down and inches, just too tempting to pass up. They're going to go for it. They'll go, Dowdle. And he will take this across. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers making a one-score game in the 1st half. Now a rushing score, a quarter for him in this opening half, Brock. Should be a pretty nice feeling in that locker room at halftime, knowing what he's already accomplished.
Kind of get the feeling this isn't the whole show, though, right? In his eyes, this is just the opening act. There's going to be a lot more to come when the curtain raises for the 2nd half.
This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers cut the lead down to 4.
Panthers 17. Ryan Fitzgerald.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Whittington now on the return. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. The Rams back out on offense as we see Kyron Williams again. And with each team coming off a touchdown and scoring well early on, we've got the makings of a barn burner here, Brock, if they can keep this up.
Yeah, and as a quarterback, as an offense, it doesn't mean you over-try, but you just know, hey, man, our defense having a hard time slowing them down, and we've got to step on that accelerator.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now run. This is Williams. And this is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. That one nabs them 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung them to get to the second level and beyond.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Back to throw. Here's Stafford. Throw left side, taken in by Adams.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Shotgun snap to Stafford. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Throwing is Stafford on 3rd. That's caught for the 1st. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Oh, that was teaching tape right there.
And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Now Stafford again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards at the end of the...
And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. The Rams now lead by 10.
Los Angeles.
Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Nevis now for the extra point.
For the extra point.
Right down the middle. It's good. And the Rams drive their lead to 11.
Panthers 17.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. On the return, this is ETN. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Carolina offense headed out now. And we've seen some matching touchdowns as of late, so the scoring coming at a good clip, Brock. Let's see if they can keep this up.
You know what's fun, Kate? After all of these years, I have friends that are offensive guys and friends that are defensive guys. And my friends watching this one offensively love it. The defensive guys, they're climbing up their walls.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Gallo makes a cut to the right sideline. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, you get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
One of the tight ends motioning left. On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Out of the gun, Young. Looking slant route, complete. He takes this forward a little to about the 39. Roger McCreary brings him down that time.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They'll work against the blitz. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away. So he goes down. And their 4th sack of the game, Brock, brings up 4th down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. Smith back to receive it. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. The Rams back out on offense as we see Kyron Williams again. And I'd say the ROI on his early touches have made him a pretty good investment for first half work. He's gotten off to a great start here. Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
1st down carry, got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. And they send a man in motion. On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 6.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
First down throw here for Stafford. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Stafford from the gun. Throw right side, caught by Smith. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. This one's caught. Smith has it. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's good for Rams. First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Not the big play they were hoping for when you call a jet sweep, but at the very least, it got him some positive yards. Things could have easily gone backwards there.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended target. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
They'll throw 3rd and long. It is caught left side. And he's out of bounds before he could challenge for that marker. It's 4th down. Ethan Evans on down a punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The Panthers and running back Rico Dowdle back out now. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. They'll motion him out of the backfield. It's Young, the throw here on 1st. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Well, you don't normally get that type of outcome on a slant. You're just looking for a little short yard gain. To find the right type of athlete with space to work before and a perfectly placed ball after the catch, well, it's a perfect play to break it big.
That's McMillan with the catch out left. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here's Young again. That's incomplete left side. Trying to find his tight end. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. To the air yet again. Young. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Again, it's Young. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So it's second down coming up.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Sticking to the air, it's Young. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Let's see what they went with. 3rd down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Hits his running back. And they make the tackle at the 38.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
On comes Ryan Fitzgerald and the Panthers field goal team here on 4th down. From the right hash, 55 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So we have a one-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks for that update, Scott. Welcome back, everyone, for the third quarter. Had a one-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Carolina ready to get things started on offense to begin the third. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half, too, as they chase this lead. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Young throwing here. And he's not quite that fast. Led him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26. Young working from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
From the gun, a run for Dowdle. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Young to throw it. He'll try and run this. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Throw here, 3rd down. Trying to set up that screen, but it falls incomplete, and now they're facing 4th down.
As a quarterback, you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to, and you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane, and he couldn't do it on that one.
Carolina in punt formation. It'll be Sam Martin doing the honors. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Rams back out on offense as we see Kyron Williams again. They've certainly had no issue scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they can really use some more points on this drive. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. DJ Wanham gets there to haul him down.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Another run for Williams. 2 yards all he can get. It's 3rd down.
By Christian Roseboom. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. He finds Adams, complete. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Give him 8 on that one. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Give to Williams from the gun. Now even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Stafford now. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Third and long for him here. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. That's one he knows he should have had. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
You know, Kit, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They moved the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
The Panthers set to take the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. with Dowdle on the run. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Well, one defender failed. Well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
At the 20-yard line.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Play action now. Young. Well, it would have been a big completion, Brock, if not for that meddling defender who knocked it away. And that sets up 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Third and long. They're going to throw. Trying for the deep ball. He's got it down the sideline. And he will take this down near the opposing 35-yard line. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's good for a Panthers first.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
He's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Out of the gun, Young. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. To the air on 3rd and long. Sideline, he's got it, and he gets the feet down too. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
He brings it in. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Young on the play action. He finds Evans, left side. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Here's Young to the line now. His guys going for 2.
The Panthers will line up for the 2.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And now down he goes! He's sacked, and they're unable to tie this game. Down 2, they went for the tie right there, partner, but a game defense able to stop them and hang on to this narrow lead.
I don't hate that call, Kate. In fact, this is one of those gray areas. If it's the 4th quarter, that's absolutely the right decision. 3rd quarter, as I said, kind of a gray area where maybe you're chasing points. Either way, you're behind, and your defense now has to rise to the occasion.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Whittington now on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Rams and Matthew Stafford set to go back on offense. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Up the gut they go with Williams. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Now Stafford to throw. Quick slant taken in by Nakua. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
That's good for a Rams 1st down. A 28-yard gain. 1st down.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Stafford now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. They tried to air it out, but just couldn't hook up. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up 2nd down. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, can sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Finds the in route complete. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. They get 23 on that one. And the Rams have the 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Williams now on 1st and 10. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground with Williams. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Now, I think they're going to have to stop things here. Yep, and they just did. One of the Rams is hurt, is going to need some help out there. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Stafford. He's got his man again. It's Adams. And that is a Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams push this to an 8-point game. Devontae Adams, the touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Mevis now for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Rams push the lead to 2 scores now.
Panthers 26.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Hubbard with a return here. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Carolina about set to go once again offensively. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, here's Young. He's got a man left. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Shotgun snap now to Young. He's running with it. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
That's just the case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
And the Panthers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Got a lock behind this one. Downfield it goes. Brought in inside the 20. To the house. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers shrinking the lead some in the 3rd.
There are a couple different ways now you can win on the fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers cut the lead down to just 2.
35. Panthers, 33.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Whittington now on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Rams and Matthew Stafford set to go back on offense. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock, here who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Stafford from the gun. Connects on the crosser. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down.
That's one of those plays, Kate, where every position on the offense gets a gold star. They all did their job. Enough protection to allow the quarterback time to find his receiver, who went all the way from the right side of the field to the left side of the field to do some damage.
Going left side, Williams with it. Nothing doing here as he only manages a yard.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Back now, pressure coming. Looking slant route, complete. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First down from the 42. Man in motion out of the slot. Straight ahead with Williams. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
They pick the handoff now, Stafford. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. It was there, he just couldn't corral it. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Throwing is Stafford on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 28. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Rams have the first down.
First down. A gain of 14.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Now it's Williams. Ooh, he made most of that one, didn't he? Give him 9 yards on that first down carry.
I got to really wrap my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting the offense the first down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. On second down, it's Williams again. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. He gets 6 on that play, and that's going to be good for an LA first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Slot man motioned over. Throwing now on first down. Stafford gets this one to Blake Corum. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams push this to an 8-point game. It's a Blake Corum touchdown. Well, Brock, I think you and I both saw that one coming together from up here, and it became clear pretty quickly that if they got things going, that one could go the distance.
Yeah, the 6 points earned on any screen pass touchdown, I'd give half a point to the sell job of a quarterback, half a point to the effort of the running back, but 5 of those points to the big guys in front of them. They're the most important ones out there on that play, and in the best of times, they clear lane for a touchdown just like that one.
Mevis now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Rams push the lead to 2 scores now.
Panthers 33.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. On the return, this is Etienne. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Panthers get going again once more on offense. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Young working from the gun. Connection made to Tremble. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Shotgun give now to Dowdle. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
That's good for the Panthers. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Trying to throw this from the gun. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. He brings up 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
They send one of the tight ends in motion right. A 2nd down throw for Young. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
And 10.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Completed over the middle. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Young again. Gets everything he has under this one. He has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers shave some off the deficit late in the quarter.
Every touchdown's got its own story, but for me, Kate, that one's all about courage. Courage of that receiver to run all the way across the field. Courage of the quarterback to know it's going to take a little extra time. That courage paid dividends for 6.
This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Panthers cut the lead down to just 2.
42. Panthers 40.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Corum now on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Rams back out on offense as we see Kyron Williams again. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. A handoff to Williams. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
At the 28-yard line.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Defense showing blitz. Stafford has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. It's Rams ball. We'll see if they can hang on to this lead till the end. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Finds him over the middle. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the 1st down.
The Rams are set to punt. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. Takes it in at the 21. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Panthers and Bryce Young making their way back out on offense. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Young. Excellent protection so far. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Dude, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But Annette's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Now it's Young. Connecting on the slant. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. A pickup of 17. And that's good for a Panthers first.
Panthers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Here's Dowdle straight up the middle. And they finally stop him, but not before he picked up 7 on that 1st down run.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
2nd and 3 now. Off the play fake, it's Young. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Incomplete. Defended by Kobe Durant.
Back to throw. Here's Young. Into the hands of Leggett. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route from man coverage.
Here's the give to Dowdle. And gets a few on the punch forward.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Young to throw it. Dumped off to his running back. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Motioning the tight end left. First and 10, it's Hubbard. And they take it across the goal line for a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers take a fourth-quarter lead. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there. Not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense, and that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers jump in front now by 5.
Panthers 47, Rams 42.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Whittington now on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Rams and Devontae Adams getting set for another look here. And I think by this point we can all agree, Brock, that he is not going to be stopped until the clock stops at the end of this game. He just continues to make catches count in this second half. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Stafford. And they're going to hand him a big loss on this first down. Forced out of bounds several yards behind that line of scrimmage.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Offense to the line, 2nd down. Throwing now, Stafford. That's complete. Naku on the left side. And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Third and long, they're going to throw. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Rams have the first down.
The Rams, first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
We've set it downs from 37. On first down, here's Stafford. And it finds Adams downfield. By a man, he's in the clear. And they are all the way into that red zone.
It's a gain of 45 yards. That's another Rams first down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
A run with Williams. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here, first and goal. Trying to run it in, Corum. And he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second, but it closed just in time to keep him out. So it's going to be second and goal. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
And he gets in. Touchdown! The Rams take a fourth-quarter lead. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. His third of the game on the ground.
Let's see, Kate. I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What are we going to call this other than simply splendid?
Two-point try coming up. Stafford getting the offense set.
The Rams will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Whoa. And he's into the end zone. So that turns out to be a very smart risk. They've got the lead in this fourth quarter.
47.
Well, that right there, a very important 2-point conversion, Brock. Their lead now up to 3. A field goal would only tie this one.
Yeah, the math was pretty easy on that one, right? You know what it does. It puts you up 3 and forces a field goal on the other side. But I'll tell you what else I like there, Kate. It's psychology. Puts a little seed of doubt on that other side. Maybe if you come into this moment later in the game, and certainly an injection of confidence for your offense that they can deliver in the clutch.
Hubbard with a return here. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Panther offense headed out to the field. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this fourth quarter, partner. That touchdown just served it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set, and it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
Mm-hmm. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this first and 10. Play action now, Young. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
Offense needs to shake off that sack in a hurry as they get ready for second down and 13. Shotgun snap now to Young. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
Third and long for him here. Lost control of another one. But I believe someone on the Panthers made it to the loose football first. They're hanging on to it.
Brings up fourth down.
Punting unit out now. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And the fair catch brought in right at the 40. The Rams and Davante Adams getting set for another look here. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. First and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. Second down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Another run for Williams. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1. And now they're left with 3rd and 7.
And it's 3rd down.
Throw here, 3rd down. He finds Adams, complete. And he's down to almost, nope, actually going to give him the 30 here. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
That's good for a Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
We hear about basketball on grass so much more of the space and speed coming to the NFL game. That play's so indicative of it. Get that point guard in the open field and let him do his thing.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Stafford back to throw. That one complete to Higbee. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
We get a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Throwing is Stafford on 3rd. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
A 46-yard attempt.
Kicked well, and this is good! And now their lead will push out beyond the field goal.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Covered with a return here. Escapes a defender. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Carolina offense headed out now. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner. So hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Gallup keeps away from one. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Panthers first.
Good for a Panthers first down.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
First down, and they go right back to it. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
I've talked to running backs over the years, Kate, and the transition from the college game to the pro game. They'll tell you, there's just times in the NFL you got to run into darkness. You run into a lot of bodies. Perfect example of that on the first down play.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Young working from the gun. And this one is launched downfield. And that's sent to the ground by a defender and incomplete. Would have been one for the highlight reel, but instead, they're facing 3rd down.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. The dead. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had. And the incompletion's still pretty good for the defense.
Their punter making his way out now. And he's just going to fair catch that one at the 24-yard line. The Rams back out on offense as we see Kyron Williams again. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Stafford. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, you know that line, time is of the essence? It certainly is in the pocket. Not enough time there to let that play develop down the field, and the two were not able to reel it in.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Stafford from the gun. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. Devontae Adams, the intended target. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Complete beyond the marker. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. They'll get 16 yards on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
16 yards. First down, Rams.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
Now Stafford again. Completed over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
Up the gut they go with Williams. And they'll find him for a few. It's third down. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Brings up third down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Back to throw it. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
The Rams are set to punt. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. And he's there to make the fair catch right at the 10-yard line. The Panthers set to take the field. And they had to wave that white flag on their last drive, Brock, hoping to avoid having to call that punter this time out.
Yeah, you get several chances a game, on average, somewhere around 10 possessions, and you know not all of them are going to pan out. So you got to forget what lies behind and keep pressing on to the journey ahead.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the gun, Young. That was caught. Hits him going again. Tackle made right around the 26. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
15 yards. And the Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
He did such a good job, and not just hitting him in a window on that slant, in the right window, but hitting him right in time, right in a spot where he had room to run and add on to that catch.
2 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning for them to use, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Charlotte. Panthers down by a touchdown. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. From the gun, a run for Dowdle. Will be yard at most there, and it's 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here he is to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
To number 18. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Six yards to go here. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw it. He has the first over the middle. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first.
10 at the 48-yard line.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Back to throw. Finds the in route complete. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And that's good for a Panthers first.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he's tackled for a short gain.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
2nd down now. They need 7. He'll look to throw it. Passing he's hauled in by the running back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's a gain of 4.
Now the Panthers decide to spend their third and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. All right, 2 yards to go here on third down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. Now to throw. Can't find anyone open. He's forced to throw it away.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force to throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
They've got to go for it in his spot, Brock. This is 4th down. Desperation time here. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And again, they drop the interception. This time it's a good thing, though. Much better field position without it, thanks to the turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Here's a design run. So it's the Rams who take this one on the road. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths. Because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment.